Hello, teaching and learning inquiry readers, and welcome to this special issue featuring students as co-inquirers. My name is Rebecca Pope-Ruark, and I'm an associate professor of English and professional writing and rhetoric at Elon University in North Carolina, and I'm one of the editors of this issue. My co-editors, Carmen Werder and Roselynn Verwood, will introduce themselves in a moment. In this issue, we feature 6 articles exploring different ways students can be invited to participate in and contribute to the work of the Scholarship of Teaching and Learning. We use the term co-inquirers to argue that students have a central and equitable role alongside faculty members studying teaching and learning. Carmen, will you tell us a little bit more about this movement?
I'm Carmen Werder, and I'm pleased to share a bit about this history. As director of the Teaching and Learning Academy at Western Washington University, I've had the pleasure of being engaged in this work for some time. In compiling this special issue, we certainly don't presume to be rolling out the notion of students playing a central role in the study of teaching and learning. See the written transcript for a summary of the important work that has been done around student voice in the UK and student voices in the US. What may be distinctive is the way that the pieces in this issue highlight the need for students to play not only central roles, but increasingly equitable roles. The ISOTL, Students as Co-Inquirers Special Interest Group, which a former student and colleague of mine, Megan and Otis, and I co-created in 2004, perhaps marks the first explicit use of this term. The SIG's name may be one indicator of the expanded interest in making the role of students in this co-inquiry steadily more equitable. In fact, the idea for the special issue bubbled up at the ISOTL conference in Raleigh when Rebecca and I brought the notion to the SIG, where it became a proposal. Roselynn, will you share more about our hopes for this issue?
Hi. My name is Roselynn Verwood, and I'm a PhD student in the Department of Educational Studies at the University of British Columbia in Vancouver, BC, Canada. I'm also co-editor of this special issue. This special issue is indeed special in that it walks the talk of students as co-inquirers. What I mean by that is that we've deliberately included students in all aspects of this issue, including having myself as a co-editor, having students as co-authors on many of the articles, and having a student respondent for each article. We've done this because, as educators and co-editors, we fundamentally believe that students are integral to all aspects of improving teaching and learning, and thus should be included in all aspects, including as co-inquirers and co-authors. The phrase, "nothing for us without us," comes to mind.
Our issue features 6 unique pieces, each with a response from a student, as Roselynn noted. We start off with a theoretical model created by some of the leaders of this movement in the UK, Mick Healy, Abby Flint, and Kathy Harrington. The authors articulate a 4-part model of engagement through partnership. Next, students and faculty at Western Washington University and North Carolina A&T University present 2 case studies of institutional co-inquiry initiatives in action and the important role of shared questions to create a deeply collaborative dynamic among co-inquirers.
In the next piece, Alison Cook-Sather and Sophia Abbott use the metaphor of translation to analyze the collaborative work of a student-faculty partnership program at Bryn Mawr. This translation metaphor enables them to point to transformations that can result in participants' perceptions of each other, the lenses for viewing teaching, and even their own self-perceptions as teachers and learners. In the following piece, Camille Candico-Hausen and Saran Weller interrogate a student-engaged model of teacher education in the UK to critically examine how various players perceive student expertise. They arrive at a crucial caveat. The engagement of students in enhancement activities does not, as a matter of course, engender the transformation of students' expertise into genuine power or authority in pedagogic relationships.
Our next article, by Kayla Clampett, Naomi Park, and Norman Vaughan from Mount Royal University in Canada, models co-inquiry with students by describing the process of how 2 students in a teacher education program, Kayla and Naomi, co-created and researched the impact of a a second-year peer mentoring program that they developed based on their experience in their teacher education program. And our final paper, by Amani Bell from the University of Sydney in Australia, explores why the concept of students as co-inquirers is an emerging field in Australian higher education, highlighting some of the opportunities and challenges with growing this movement in Australia. Of interest, and woven throughout the article, are the excerpts from interviews with Australian higher education staff for how the Australian Students as Co-Inquirers movement can continue to grow. Lastly, we hope you enjoyed this special issue. It's been an incredibly rewarding experience to work collaboratively to prepare this issue and to work with and learn from the many authors involved. We invite your comments and feedback on the ideas and concepts presented. May the movement continue to grow.